The state of Michigan allows a number of people to obtain medical marijuana legally. But tonight, TV6's Alex Klein is telling us how local police are working to keep track of certain grow operations.
In Michigan, residents must have a state-issued medical marijuana card to use the product. But because of confidentiality rules, local law enforcement doesn't have access to the state's database that lists medical marijuana cardholders.
Really, we don't do much. It's not regulated locally. There's no way for us to actually know, only by our own investigations, whether somebody is growing marijuana.
The only information that we have as far as caregivers and people who have cards is the information that we cultivate on our own through the process of investigation, or say a traffic stop or things of that nature.
Both entities wish they had some sort of access to a database, but they do have limited ability to determine if a medical marijuana card is legitimate.
There's a card number, and so through that card number we can verify if that card is in fact valid.
As a cardholder, Michiganders can grow up to 12 plants, and if you become a caregiver, you can provide up to 5 other people with medical marijuana as well. That's a total of 72 plants that can be grown in one home. Ishpeming City Police says they're aware of about 10 caregivers in their area. One Ishpeming caregiver's house caught fire Wednesday. Growing medical marijuana involves a lot of electricity for heat lamps, and while Ishpeming Fire concluded it was an electrical issue that caused the fire, a direct correlation can't be concluded.
The house was being used to grow marijuana legally. The owner was a caregiver, and to my knowledge, he had approximately 48 marijuana plants in there, and he was a caregiver for 4 people, so he was well within the legal limits of his growing.
This caregiver came forward prior to the fire and let Ishpeming law enforcement know that he was a grower.
I do believe that there should be some more regulations on it, because obviously in situations where people are growing it and probably growing in their basement, you wonder whether, there are a lot of older homes here in Ishpeming, and whether the wiring is satisfactory to be growing the marijuana, because that could be susceptible to fire.
Alex Klein, TV6 News, Ishpeming.